Okay. Hi, I'm Bill. I have a 2006 Honda motorcycle. Yesterday I had to replace the water pump. I was getting 10 or 12 drops every time I stopped the motorcycle. And uh, so I took it into a shop and they said they were going to charge me 500 bucks to replace the water pump. And that just seemed like too much to me. So I went online and bought the water pump uh, for 100 the water pump and uh, seals, two rubber seals, and uh, I think I paid $175 with their $25 or $20 shipping fee. So uh, anyway, I didn't think it was going to be too hard, but I just don't work on motorcycles very much. 500 bucks just seemed like too much. So anyway, so here's the motorcycle, and it took 3 weeks to get the part, so it's been a while. Um, so here's the motorcycle. And the water pump is like right back in here. So your battery is right up here. The drive shaft is right here. The drive shaft is right here. And this is a cover. You have like 5 screws there, hex head wrenches. And then the water pump is like right here, right at the bottom of this thing. Now I'm going to show you some videos that I made yesterday, and so I'm trying to make a fill-in to show you exactly what happened in between those. You'll see in the first one where I've had this cover off, and the water, here's one of the pipes, the water pipes comes down and it goes down into the water pump. The other one is at the front of the bike right there, and it comes to a pipe right about in here, and then the pipe comes on up and goes right into the water pump. So you'll see that as soon as I get. In order to access it, you have to take off the linkage, the gear linkage, which is right here. It goes back up under this thing and goes to a thing right in here, and you'll see that when I take the cover, when I show you the video of taking the cover off. Okay, so okay, I make the mark. So I can remember where to place it back on there. The drain hole is right underneath that bolt there, right there. I removed it so it drain the stuff. This thing just comes right off. And kind of just move it out of the way, I believe. And then I'm going to have to remove this. Oh. Okay. There we go. I'm going to have to remove this. Down here. There's a bolt down here that holds that pipe in. And then I'll have to remove these. this bolt, these two ties, and then this this pipe. Then I think that'll have the entire water pump disconnected from there, and then I can take the water pump cover off with these two screws. I'll have to take this thing off because I need to get this out of there. I don't have to take it off, I just have to loosen it so that I can move it out of the way. Okay, there's the water pump with the cover off. And when I took this bolt out here, this one right here, got a little bit of oil coming out with the bolt. Same with this one right over here. It's behind this thing. You can't really see it there, but it's right there. The front mounting bolt. Oil came out with that, and everything just a few drops. And then when I started to pull the water pump out, I got a little gush of oil right there, and so I put it back in, and I'm going to try to figure out how much oil is going to come out when I pull it out. It wasn't a whole lot. It wasn't like a big gush or anything, but it looks like it's toward the bottom of the engine. So I just want to make sure that I'm not going to have a driveway full of oil before I really pull it out. Okay, I neglected earlier in one of the earlier videos to tell you about one screw that I had to take out. This bottom down here, I told you the pipe comes under the bottom here and up to the thing, and I had to take a screw out from right under there, right at the end of the pipe. But there's another one that is like right up in there, right behind the kickstand, and I had to take that one out as well. And then I could pull that bottom pipe off. So there were two ties on the wires that were coming up. The video only shows one, but there's really two of them. And all you have to do is take a little bitty screwdriver, or you can even get your fingernail underneath there and just lift it up and pull that off. You'll see a little tab laying on the other side of it, and you'll be able to just pull that. If you lift it up, then you can pull the other the loop out. Okay. Also talk about the oil. When I pulled the pump out, some oil came out, and I didn't know how much was going to come out, so I called one of the Kent Power Sports is who I called here out in near me, and asked the service manager there how much oil is going to come out, and he said that he didn't expect it would be all of the oil. He just thought that it would just be a little bit of oil, and by a little bit, he didn't really tell me how much, but I kind of guessed from the way he was talking that it would be about a quart. Well, it actually turned out to be about 1.5 quarts, maybe 1 3/4, but no big deal. I caught it in the pan, and no big deal. He was so nice to do it, and you know, I went and got my motorcycle inspected by him, and I've been taking it to him, and this time I for some reason I just took it to another place that is nearer to me, and well, that's a long story, but anyway, it didn't turn out too good. So I called Reed and asked him how much it would be, and he said it'd be about $500. And so I decided to do it myself. And I'm really grateful for Reed helping me out and telling me the things that I needed to do. Okay, I'll also talk about torque wrenches. You know, I've never worked on a motorcycle, so I don't know what the torques are. One of the things I bought before for my when I worked on a car, I went out and I bought a 200-pound torque wrench. I don't know if you can see that, but it's the lower one is like 5 foot-pounds, and the high one is 100 foot-pounds, or 90 foot-pounds actually. So 90 foot-pounds, and I like to use the mid-range of a torque wrench when I use it. So I didn't want to use this one. It was too much for it. I bought this one at Harbor Freight, and it worked out well for me. So I just went back to Harbor Freight and bought this one, a Pittsburgh 1/4 inch. I've had good luck with them. It's a 1/4 inch drive, and it's a this is an inch pounds, goes from like 20 to 100 or 200 inch pounds, and I needed the instructions say to a few of the bolts are torqued to 9 foot-pounds, and I looked on the converter and it's 108 inch pounds, so 12 times 9 is 108. So after I replaced the pump, I'll show you in another piece of this video the pump. After I replaced the pump, I took it out for a ride. Everything worked, no leaks or anything like that, and I'm very happy with it. So I decided to go ahead and make these makeup videos and help somebody out. I looked on YouTube. I couldn't find any video that described the VTX1300. Mine is an R, but I found out that they use this water pump in all of them, from like when they started making them in 2000 something to I think they started in like 2000 or 2001 or something, and it goes to at least 2009. They make that water pump is used on all of them. So anyway, I'll make the other part of this video and get back with you. Okay, there was I had to take a break to make sure that the oil that was coming out wasn't going to drain all over my driveway. So some oil has come out and it's still dripping a little bit, as you can see. Maybe looks like a quart, and so that's what it looks like inside the water pump area. I need to put it back together, and I need a torque wrench. I need to go get a torque wrench that does 108 inch pounds, and then I'll put it all back together and be ready to go. Okay, this is where I'm working on the motorcycle, replacing the water pump. Had to take the gas tank off and the seats and all that stuff, and I got the water pump back on. You might be able to see it down there, right back there. It's not, I don't have all the pipes and stuff hooked up yet, but it's back on there. The oil pan is under there because about a quart of oil came out with the old oil pump, the water pump. I went and bought a new 200 inch-pound torque wrench, and basically all I've used is a couple of Allen wrenches and 1/4 inch socket set. These are the replacement parts. Those are the O-rings. The water pump came just like it is, and I just installed it and went right in. This is what I did to make the to remember where the bolts and everything went. And one other piece of equipment that I have is the instructions, the manual, service manual. I just printed out the 4 pages that I needed. I started to use that, the lift, but I found out that it just gets in the way. Just better to just lay down on the ground on your side and do the work, just like an oil change. So I'm gonna put it all back together. Hopefully it goes right back together like it came apart, and put some silicate-free antifreeze in it, and put it everything back together and go for a ride. See how it is. Anyway, let me get to it. Okay, I just worked on my motorcycle, got the water pump changed, got it all put back together, and I'm going to take it for a ride here in a few minutes. There he is. And I ran in until the fan came on, and then turned it off right away so it would be as hot as it probably is going to get. And then nothing underneath, so it didn't leak. Over by the front tire over there, that's from where I was working on it. Moved it back a little bit, and so let me show you the tools that I used. Sorry, I don't know the size. I think these are 2 hex wrenches, and I don't know what size they are, but it fits the seats, these 2 things. The seats and just about everything else on the bike. These, I think that's a 10 millimeter and a 12 millimeter and a 1/4 inch ratchet set. Screwdriver, pair of pliers, and a torque wrench. I went out and bought a brand new torque wrench because my other one was just too big. There you go. I started to use the jack, but realized that it's just in the way, so it really didn't help at all. The only thing it helped with was holding the bike up straight when I was putting coolant in it, and that was about it. The other thing was my fan, trusty old fan. Without that, the mosquitoes would have ate me up. So anyway, I'll let you know what happens after the ride. Okay, folks, I think this is the last part of the video. I'm sorry for piecemealing all this together, but I basically started out taking video just for me. On the gear, my eyes are so bad I didn't see that little dot, so that's why I made the mark on the gear thing, the gear bracket. I just wanted to kind of show you a little bit about what I did and explain a little bit more about what was going on here. So this is the old pump. I don't know if you can see that. So the pump kind of fits in there like that. The drain is right down here. I took that out. The new pump came with that already installed. Everything on the pump was installed, and the only thing that I had to do was to put in the mounting, which was just here and here, and the inside of the pump was I mean, the only thing that I could see physically wrong, I couldn't see anything physically wrong, but on the pump itself, this is the part that goes into the engine, and when you turn this, it's really hard to turn, and it isn't, I can't see, the sun is shining. Anyway, this shaft here doesn't turn easily. It starts and stops, like one of the bearings is flattened out or something. And this is your oil seal. So what I did was when I put it back in, I took some oil and dipped this rubber O-ring into the oil so it would slip in better. There is your let me see if I can see that or not. Your weep hole is right here, right there, and the rubber rings go into this pipe. This is the lower pipe. It's the hardest one to get in or out, just because it's behind the frame and it's a little hard to push and pull. But I put water on this one since it's going to get wet. I put water on it and it slipped right. It slipped in with a little bit of force. Positioning the pipe was the hard thing, but once you got it started in, it just pushed right in just fine. Same thing with the top pipe. This is not an O-ring, it's more like a flat thing. Let me pull it out and show you. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's kind of flat. See if I can zoom into it. I don't know. I can't tell if you can see it or not. But it's flat, and that one I just put water on, and also that one's just slipped right on in. No big deal at all. The instructions were pretty good. I didn't, like I said before, I've never worked on a motorcycle, and so I looked at the instructions. One of the things that they say in the they don't really tell you too much about it, but one of the good things is they give you torque readings and stuff, and the pictures are really good, because what they do, let me see if I can sit this down. Not working too good. Gosh. Okay. So one thing about the instructions is, if you look at the manual, the instructions will say, tell you what to take off, and a picture that actually has pointers into what it does. It really good. The service manual is really good about that, and you just kind of follow the instructions. It tells you everything to do. The other thing that I did was I was afraid that I would run into things where I wouldn't know how to put them back in there, and so I created this thing and just poked a hole in the box. It's just a box. Poked a hole in the box and put the screws in them, like the lower front bolt. That's the one that I missed on the first video. and just kind of indicated where they are. You'll notice the drain bolt is still there because the new pump came with it, and so I think overall this was a really neat little project, my first project to work on the motorcycle. I've owned it for a while now and just haven't had any trouble, and I have some saddlebags and stuff, but they're not on there right now. I did put a Boss audio thing on there. There's my water holder and the amplifier player kind of thing. It has radio, SD, USB, all that kind of good stuff. And of course the speakers, you can see the speakers there too. My windshield blocks all the crap from hitting it, so yeah, it's been a really nice bike, and it's probably the last one that I'll own, but I really enjoy it. I take it out riding occasionally and really enjoy it. And I hope you like this video. If you like the video, please, down below, do the just like it, and hopefully it'll help you out. Like I said, I'm a novice. It's not a hard project. The hardest thing is getting down on the ground and working, laying on your side, working on it. I can't sit cross-legged very well, so I have to lay down. And anyway, hope you like it, and good luck if you try it.